So there's a video going around which is called the Lady Survey. I think it might be called something else, I don't know. And it asks you some questions about who your favorite female people are in certain things, in certain areas of business. And although I haven't been selected for it, I still feel like making a video about the subject. But first I gotta get something out of my system. So now that that's out of the way, and you might have to watch the video I'm replying to understand this. Let's get to the questions. And the first question is, who are your favorite female YouTubers? And my favorite overall female YouTuber, at least for now, is Girl Writes What. Big surprise there. Of course, Girl Writes What puts together the most thoughtful and very insightful articles because she addresses these issues from a female point of view. So throughout the articles she reads out, the articles she writes and reads, because that's what it looks like to me. I find all these brilliant little insights about female psychology, and again, the articles are very full of reason, full of logic, and very, very good. The other people I like is Kajol Louise is nice and very sweet, and she's very far religious and right wing, and she's another female that I came across who's made some nice videos. But I have really been loving Trish, and Trish is this blonde-haired, big-titted, other bimbo, and I just love bimbos. And I tell you what, even though she's a bimbo, she's smarter than 90% of the feminists out there about the things that she says. Once you look past her and laugh at the bimbo-ish part of her, she's pretty great as well. Next question is, who are your favorite female athletes? And my favorite female athlete is somebody who I personally know. It's a lady from my karate school. The karate school I used to train at, and she's really awesome. But since you guys probably don't know her, there's no point mentioning and giving out any details about like where I live, so the feminists won't get me. Question number 3: who is your favorite female author of a book which also contains a female protagonist? And my favorite female book is Forbidden Flowers by Nancy Friday. It's not so much a work of fiction as it is a book written by feminists that Nancy Friday considers herself to be. And this is a book which contains all the female fantasies sent to her by females all around the world, and her feminist commentary about it. Now, I didn't buy the book, so I can't actually show it to you, and I don't recommend you buy it either, because Nancy Friday in the end is a feminist. But this book does give you an incredible insight into the female mind, female sexuality and whatnot, and also the deluded female view on the subjects and how they try to twist and turn the fantasies into their own ideology, trying to twist reality. And what I mean by that is, if you actually read the book, I'd say you would be hard-pressed to find a story where a woman gets raped only by one person. Here's what the typical story in that book goes like. The year is around 700 AD. I'm sailing on a merchant ship across the Atlantic Ocean. I can feel the warmth of the sun coming gently into contact with the surface of my skin, and as the ship moves across the waves, I feel myself becoming one with the ocean. And then I get gang raped a little bit. Needless to say, a very, very interesting book, and I recommend it to everyone to read. And I haven't read it for a while now, so I might go back and read it, maybe even do a review about it. The next question is, what is your favorite film written by a female with a female protagonist? This is another fairly easy one, because I've loved this woman for a really long time, and her name is Lina Wertmuller. Now, the interesting thing about her is that she's also not only a feminist, but also a communist. See, I've got the whole collection here. And I really, really recommend watching all of her movies, but the one which is especially good is Swept Away. Perhaps you heard of the remake that was made starring Madonna, which was really, really terrible. I haven't even seen it because I don't want to ruin how good this movie is. but I really recommend everyone watch this movie, and I might do a kind of review and an analysis on this movie as well. Lina Wertmuller is somebody that still holds the feminist ideologies, which are apparent in the way men are kind of portrayed in these movies, but she doesn't hold on to this ideology strongly enough to be diluted and to lose her credibility as an artist. So she really does express kind of truth in the movies. It's really, really good to watch and very empowering for men, I think. I don't know how empowering it is for women, but hey, check it out. And check out all her other movies. The other movie I recommend, I'd watch all of them, but Summer Night, it's an excellent one. And she's got a few also that I don't own. Definitely Seven Beauties is a good one too. Yeah, check her out. It's really, really cool. And yeah, again, she's a feminist, so I don't know if you want to spend your money on her or not, but she's one of those feminists that you should probably not care so much. Anyway, it's really good. Okay, so the next question. What is your favorite female fictional character? This is a hard one. If I wanted to sound clever, I'd say the female characters in The Red and the Black by Stand-Up. But kind of thinking about it, the characters I have the most fun with would be Marge Simpson. A toss-up between Marge Simpson and Kenny's mom from South Park. Take that as you will, but I think they're both hilarious characters and pretty funny. What is the biggest problem facing female creators today? I'd say the biggest problem facing any creator, regardless of male or female, would be censorship. Anybody can create anything. You can go create, do performance art, have every opportunity to create something. Whether people are going to like it or not, that's a different story, and that's up to the people. But in terms of actually making things, biggest enemy is censorship. And to fight censorship, you got to fight bullshit like what's happening with Daniel Tosh right now. They try to censor him and make everyone feel like he's a horrible person. And look, make him feel however bad you want to, because he's not going to give a shit. But censorship, enforcing censorship on people is definitely the worst enemy for any kind of creativism. Question 7, and this one will be very, very fun. Do you think YouTube and online video in general are better or worse suited than television for tackling the problems and prejudices women face in the workplace? Well, since the prejudices women face in the workplace are completely insignificant, because men are the ones who are actually forced into positions by the government, whereas women are privileged into positions by the government. See, no one has a gun to a woman's head telling her she can't work somewhere. Of course, people have different choices about who they want to hire, and some of them may be prejudiced against women or blacks or whatnot. And then those businesses will, of course, fail, because there's always an opportunity for someone who's good at their job. It's the men who have the gun to their head, and the employer who has the gun to their head telling them, you gotta hire this woman, or you gotta hire this black person because of the color of their skin. So when somebody discusses such things as female prejudice in the workplace and all that kind of bullshit, of course, YouTube is a terrible, terrible place for it to be discussed, because YouTube has allowed people to have responses to it, and it's an open forum. And the worst enemy of feminism and the bullshit ideals is an open forum, and people are allowed to give reply comments and, mark the video the way they understand it and provide some logic and reason to the argument. Which of course is terrible for the feminist arguments, because they have no logic or reason behind it at all. So in terms of discussing those ridiculous issues, YouTube is a terrible place for them, because people are going to have an option to reply to it, whereas in television people are forced, not so much forced to watch, but they can't click in and make a comment or make a video reply and give their own thoughts about it that other people can see. Of course, now YouTube is getting more and more. Already they got their hands on the throat of YouTube, but that's okay, because we'll just go somewhere else. And people love freedom, people love expression. So I believe that eventually the truth will set us free. Yes. and I believe that the truth is on our side. And then it's up to the people to decide whether it really is. As long as we have our word, as long as we are not censored, we'll be okay. That's what I believe. Question 8. What do you pledge to do to make the internet a better environment for all creators? And what I pledge to do is to be as politically incorrect as possible and fight and do everything in my power to make the forum free from people corrupting it and enforcing their narrow view of how the world should work. The way I see things is, of course, if you're making noise, when you're not physically hurting anybody, and really whatever reaction the person has to those noises that you make, it's their own problem, not yours. So I promise to use the words cunt, fuck, nigger, bitch, wanker, fuckhead, dickhead, wherever appropriate, especially the word mangina as well. Question 9. Tell us a story / secret, whatever, featuring women. Alright, back when in my younger days I was fooling around with a girl and I didn't use a condom and I came inside of her. And as I was about to, this was really like one of those one night stand things, I was an idiot. And as I was about to leave, I asked her, what are you going to do? You're getting ready to go out, aren't you? And she said, yes, I'm going out to the nightclubs to find myself a husband. Guys out there, if you find your woman suddenly pregnant, get a DNA test. Now, question 10, tag people. God, look, I believe in the freedom for anybody to reply to a video. So anybody who sees this, please do another video with your favorite women answering all these questions if you like. Or don't bother, up to you. So to finish up, here are a few minutes of cute Asian women. I'm gonna go and jerk off.
You know I still love you, baby. And you'd never change. I want nobody but you. I want nobody but you. 난 사람 싫어, 네 아니 싫어. I want nobody.
저기요!
난 싫은데 왜 날 믿었네. 별거 아니 자꾸 내 말은 듣지 않고 왜 이렇게 다른 남자에게 날 보내려 하니 흑흑하게 던니 날 위해 들었던 그 말 넌 부족하다는 그 말 이젠 그만해 너 나를 알잖아 왜 원하지도 않는 걸 강요해 I want nobody but you I want nobody but you 난 다른 사람이 싫어 네가 아니면 싫어 I want nobody I want nobody but you I want
Man,
nobody
thinking about women is hard work.